What's up, guys? My name is Devin. In today's video, I'm explaining 27 business lessons that help me make a lot of money, right? The past month, I've made over $20,000, and we're going to be going over a lot of stuff. And before we start, I just want to let you guys know I'm not selling any course. There's no, nothing to buy or anything. If you look in the description, there's nothing to buy. There may be a Discord because I'm trying to grow a community. But other than that, let's get straight into it. So the first thing I want to say is that information is free. Anything you want to learn online, you can learn for free, right? If it's either a course, you can probably find it online. Someone's probably pirated it. I'm sure you guys have seen the Andrew Tate leaked course. There is hundreds and hundreds of courses online you can get for free without actually paying for it. Now, that may be illegal and that may inflict in some intellectual property, but hey, I'm telling you the real sauce. So if you want to really get some type of course or something for free, I'm sure you could find it somewhere. So learn for free. Do not pay people for information unless it's a mentorship and it's someone you trust, and that's a little different. And that goes on to business lesson number 2, which is learn from people who you trust, right? If someone is saying oh yeah, go buy my course and you'll be able to, learn your information this way, just don't, because they're making money off the course. Learn from people you trust and learn from people who you value. If someone is trying to take your money to get their knowledge, they're probably making their money off your money. Do you understand what I'm saying? And that also ties into business lesson number 3. Courses are not bad, right? Not every single course is bad. I've actually learned a couple things from courses that I've pirated or courses that I've gotten for free. For example, the Hustlers University course from Andrew Tate. A lot of people said it was BS. That had a lot of great value that I'll actually be kind of explaining in this video a little more into detail. That goes into number 4, which is speed is key. Everyone thinks things take forever, and in reality, it does not. Speed is a very important aspect when it comes to business because anything can be done quickly. People think taking website or building websites takes weeks on weeks. You can build a website in 1 day or 3 days max. You can learn how to do drop shipping in 1 day. You can find a private supplier in 1 day. People think things take forever, and it does not. Focus on speed and focus on learning quickly, because the quicker you learn, the quicker you're actually going to start making money as fast as you possibly can. Number 5, money in. A lot of you guys are focusing on, oh, I'm going to spend money, I'm going to get this product, I'm going to spend money, and I'm going to build this website, I'm going to buy a camera, I'm going to buy a ring light. Guys, focus on money in first. Before you invest into a business, you should be focusing on getting money from the business into your bank account. If you have a dropshipping store and an LLC and you have all this social media, but you're not getting any sales, that's not a business. That's vanity. It's charity. You're not doing anything for anyone. If you actually want to have a real business, you need to get money into your bank account. That is how you make money. That is how you make a business. If you guys are focusing on the taxes, the LLC, the website, the social media, it's all bullshit. If you want to make real money, start focusing on actually making money instead of all the other productive procrastinations. Because a lot of people, they'll okay, I did my website and I did my product review, and it's just okay, I got my LLC ready. Okay, I filled out my taxes. Guys, none of this is money. None of it's money. If you want to focus on making money, focus on actually getting money in your bank account. Seriously, this is a huge, huge, huge part of this entire video. Please focus on money in. I am begging you, please. Number 6, focus on starting businesses for cheap. So the reason I love drop shipping so much is because you can start any business or any drop shipping model for basically under $100. I started my last business model, or my drop shipping business, that made me $20,000 with $16. I started it with 16 bucks and I turned it to $20,000. And I explained how I did this in my last video if you guys want to check it out. But really, start businesses for cheap. There's lots of ways you can start businesses for really, really small amounts of money. Now, obviously, if you're trying to make an airplane company or a real estate company, you need a big investment. Or you're trying to make an app, you need a big investment. But if we're focusing on making money in first, and we're focusing on drop shipping, then okay, start small and we can build up from there. Use the money you make from your business to add to your business and then make more money from that money. Do not spend any of your own money other than the small investment of getting the product and making the website and getting the apps for the Shopify. That is it. Number 7, stop talking and start listening. So a lot of times when we're in this Discord server, or we're in my Discord server where we're doing public calls, people keep talking and talking and talking, and no one just stops and listens. The smartest person in the room is the people who do not talk, because if you're talking over and over and over again, you're not able to learn anything. And in order to actually grow and actually be able to make real money, you got to be able to listen, because listening is a very important skill that a lot of people lack because everyone has giant egos. So drop your ego, understand that you are probably not very intelligent, you probably don't know what you're doing, and be quiet and listen to the people around you because they probably know more than you, and you will learn more from absorbing the information. And that kind of ties into number 8 as well, which is understanding that the world is your library, right? So you can learn from anything. I know a lot of people think, oh, school is stupid, it doesn't teach you anything, but it does. School does teach you a lot. It teaches you how to learn, and it teaches you how to absorb information. So understand the world is your library and use it to your advantage and add it back to your business later. For example, if you're in a grocery store and your mom says, wow, this is so expensive, think, okay, why is it so expensive and how much are they making? Remember that anything anyone says can be used to your advantage. Number 9, have undoubtable belief in yourself. If you guys do not believe in yourself, and I know this may sound a little cringy, but if you don't believe in yourself, you're just not going to make money. You have to understand that making money is easy once you know how to do it and you have the knowledge of how to do it, and you need to believe that you are capable of learning that said knowledge. Yeah, it's crazy. There are people making hundreds of thousands of dollars every single day, not month, not year, day. People are making $100,000 a day, and you're sitting over here trying to scrounge for $100. Aim high, and when you aim high, you'll be able to believe more in yourself, but it's hard to when you don't make progress. So make sure for number 10, you are focusing on progress rather than the end result. And I call this the ball shaving method. So for anyone who's watching and you're a guy, if you're shaving your balls, you're focused on actually shaving, right? You're not focused on, okay, what's my balls gonna look like at the end of the result? You're focusing on what does my balls look like right now? I need to focus on that right now. If you guys are focusing on the end result and only focusing on, oh, I'm gonna make $1 million, you're not gonna be able to focus on the present moment. So remember, this is called the ball shaving method, and use this to your advantage. I know it may sound a little weird, but this is the best term I can come up with. So use the ball shaving method to your advantage to get into flow state. Number 11, focus on people who are at a place where you want to be in life. If someone is giving you advice on something and they aren't where you want to be in life, then don't listen to them. And I understand you guys want to listen to your parents and you want to believe in them and tell them, like, oh, go to college, join the military, whatever they're telling you to do. A lot of times it's not the best advice. They have your best interest with security in mind, but not your dreams. If your dream is to become $1 million, I'm going to be honest with you, there's no safe way to get there. There's going to be some type of risk you have to do somewhere, and you're not to take the leap eventually to, abandon whatever your parents are saying, whatever your teachers are saying, whatever your friends are saying, and focus on what you think is going to make you the $1 million or the $1 billion or whatever goal you have. So if there's somewhere or someone where they are where you want to be in life, for example, if you want to be making $20,000 a month right now, like I am, then listen to this advice. If you want to make more money, go listen to someone else. If you want to make less money, go listen to maybe someone else. It really just depends on who you listen to. So focus on the people who are around you and focus on where they are in life. And if you see they're at where you want to be, then listen to them. Number 12, delayed gratification. A lot of times, business, it takes a very long time to become successful. I did business for 4 years before I even got my first sale. And then after 4 years, I went from my first sale to my first 10K month. Gratification is very quick. And when you're making progress, it's exponential like this, and it goes up, up, up. And then when you're here, it's awesome. But a lot of people quit right around here. So stop quitting early and actually wait, because right now what you're doing is you're building skills. And once you finish building your skills, then you'll be able to start making more money later. Right? So focus on building skills first. That moves into number 13, build your skills. So skill building and learning, if you've seen it as a pattern in this video, well, building skills and learning is the fastest way to get to where you want to be in life, because you can't actually, get where you want to be unless you build a pyramid of knowledge to actually get to the apex of how much money you want to make. So if you want to make $1 billion, there is a lot of skills you need to build before you can actually get to that point. Same thing for $1 million, same thing for 10,000, same thing for 20,000. It doesn't matter where you want to be. You need to build skills to get to that certain point. So skill building and learning is one of the most important aspects of business. Number 14, document your journey. So I've been documenting my journey for the past couple of months, and I wish I started sooner. I mean, on my other channel, I made some videos where I kind of started documenting my journey. I documented when I hit my first $6,000 month, but then I stopped uploading because I was like, oh, no one's going to watch this. And I regret it so much. I wish when I was like making like, my first $100 a day on, my drop shipping, I was recording myself and I was talking to myself. So document your journey, because I promise you, your future self is going to thank you later when you're looking back. And these are going to be the good old days you're going to be talking about. When you're making $100 a day, or maybe even your first sale, document that, record it and be like, guys, I got my first sale. Future me, congratulations. Like, document it, I promise you, and start uploading on YouTube, because it's going to help you start building a social media presence. And that's going to help you later with brand deals, working with other business partners, and also just growing a following, because it's pretty nice to share information with people. I don't know about you guys, but I don't like keeping my things private. I like sharing with people and I like teaching people. So if that's you, start documenting your journey as fast as you can. Number 15, only talk about business. So a lot of people, they only talk about video games or drama or girls, or they're talking about, their relationship or whatever BS they're talking about. If you guys have friends around you, I hope they're talking about business, right? I'm not saying to abandon your friends, right? If you guys are going into a store, for example, the first thing you should be thinking is, how much money is the store making? If you go into a coffee shop, think about, okay, how much are they getting the coffee beans for? How much are they paying the waiters? Where's the big boss at? How much is he making? Always think about business all the time. And honestly, this has affected so much of my relationships, because I'm only thinking about business and it's all I can talk about. I remember when I was still in high school at the time, I would only talk about business and people would get irritated because it was all I was talking about, but they weren't realizing that I was actually talking about things that would help them. But they didn't care, because they want to talk about drama or girls or whatever, BS they want to talk about. So if you're going to talk about something, talk about business. If you're going to consume content about business, like this video right here, or Alex Hormozy, or even Andrew Tate, whatever it is, right? Remember that the world is your library, like I said earlier, but only consume content about business and only talk about business all the time. And I promise you'll start making money quicker, because you'll start understanding business a lot easier. Because if you're thinking about money and thinking about business all the time, you attract the things that you think about and you like. So if you attract it, then you're gonna have more people that will come to you. And that's kind of how I built this community of over 1,000 people on my Discord server, or like, well, I think it's like 700 or 800 people right now in the past week, because I started spitting so much sauce on YouTube, and then people started joining because I started talking about real value and talking about things that would actually help them. And when you help people, when you talk about things, you attract the people that you want to be in your life. So only talk about business. Number 16, people will support you at first, but then they will stop supporting you, and you cannot rely on the support of your family, your friends, your girlfriend, your boy, whoever is watching this and you have any support. I am sure when you tell your friends or you tell your parents, like, hey, I'm gonna start this business and I'm gonna make lots of money, the first reaction is either gonna be one, internet money is fake, or two, they're gonna be like, okay, do it, I believe in you. In either one, right? It doesn't really matter what they say, because you need to be able to support yourself and believe in yourself more than anyone else. Because, let me be honest with you, when you start this, right? When you start doing business, you're probably gonna fail the first couple times, right? Failure is completely inevitable. If you actually want to make money, you're gonna have to fail, because failing is how you learn. When you do fail, they will actually believe in you less and they will support you less. Because I remember the first couple months I started dropshipping, I was telling my parents I'm gonna make all this money. I was telling my friends I'm gonna make all this money, and then I ended up just losing money. I lost like $2,000 on ads because I started paid ads instead of organic. And then they stopped supporting me as much. And when they stopped supporting me, I kind of lost faith in myself, and I had to wait a couple months before I was actually starting to make real progress. And when I started making real progress, then they're like, oh, wow, that's awesome. Like, wow, how are you making that money? And then I started making 10K a month, then 20K a month. And then I started closing clients. And then I started an app, and all of this money that started coming in, then they were supporting me. Then they were like, whoa, how do you do that? Teach me, teach me, teach me. And when you get to that point, then you realize that you are going to be by yourself for a long time until you start making money. And then when you start making money, they will start supporting you then. So if you have the support of your parents now and you fail and you're worried, like if you fail, they'll stop supporting you, don't worry about that. Your goal is not to prove them wrong. Your goal is to prove yourself right, because you should believe in yourself, just like in the earlier lesson where you believe in yourself in lesson 9. If you believe in yourself, then it shouldn't really matter what anyone else thinks, because you're going to be able to achieve it anyway. So have faith in yourself and don't rely on the support of your parents or your friends or your family. This is a really crucial thing, and it kind of hits home for me because my dad, my mom, my girlfriend, like everyone, they didn't really like believe in me 100%. They knew I could do it, right? But once I hit like I went from 10K and then I lost all the money because I made some really bad investments, right? And all of them were like, you're so stupid, I don't believe in you. And then I hit my 20K month right after that, right? Because I learned the skills, and once you know the skills, it's pretty easy to hit that goal. But they will lose faith in you and gain faith in you, and it's you shouldn't rely on it, because it's just an influx of emotions and then a deflux of emotions. So don't worry about it. Just focus on supporting yourself and believe in yourself, because that's really all that matters. Number 17, you are the 5 people you spend the most time with. So I'm sure you guys have heard this quote before, and if you haven't, I'll explain it real quick. So you are the five people you spend the most time with. So if you're around five friends and all of them do drugs, you are most likely to do drugs as well. But if you are around five people and they only talk about business, then what do you think is going to happen? You're going to start learning about business. So a great example of this is, let's say you were locked in the room for 1 year with people who only make ice cream. Five ice cream makers. Even if you're around those people and you don't care about ice cream at all, eventually when you're let out of that room and you're walking down the street, if you hear someone talking about, oh, wow, this ice cream was made this way, you're going to hear them and you're going to immediately know that, like, hey, that's not right. I know how ice cream is made. And even though you don't care about ice cream, you're going to absorb the information of the five people you spend the most time with. And it's the same for anyone or anything you're doing. So if you're around five people who are all very hardworking individuals, have good ethics, and they want to make money, then I promise you, you'll probably start becoming those people as well. On top of that, that goes into lesson number 18, which is use the internet as your fifth person. So the internet is amazing, and the content you should be absorbing is content that should be related to business. So if you're using the internet and you're watching videos on YouTube like this one to make money, then kind of remember that you use the internet more than you probably interact with people on a daily basis. So if you are using your phone a lot, make sure your phone, your apps you have on your homepage, the YouTube videos and TikToks and Instagrams you're watching, make sure it's all business related. If you're seeing girls on your For You page, just hit not interested. If you're watching like Fortnite videos or you're watching Valorant videos, just stop watching them. Start watching videos about business, and I promise you, you're going to start making money quicker because you're going to start thinking about it all the time, kind of relating back to the earlier business lessons. Number 19, time is worth more than any type of money, because time can buy money. So a lot of people, and I'm sure you've heard this from a lot of gurus, but quit your 9 to 5, you're not making enough money. If you start an online business, you'll make more than you ever will make in your 9 to 5. The reason why people say that is because your 9 to 5, which consists of 8 hours, can make you anywhere from, $7.5 an hour to like all the way to like $40 an hour, depending on what that is. Either way, if you have a 24-hour business schedule while you're working 24 hours a day for yourself, you will probably make more money, but first you need to build the skills to do that. But understand that time is the only thing that you're never going to be able to get back, so you need to buy as much of it as you can from other people, because other people are taking your time. And that kind of goes into business lesson number 20 as well, which is time is taken away from people who do not add value to your life. So don't let people take away your time, because if people are in your life and they're talking about video games and drugs and alcohol and girls and whatever BS they're talking about, if people are taking away from your opportunity to make more money, then cut them out of your life, because they don't really add value. If they don't add value to your life, then cut them out. Business lesson number 21, health is wealth. If you guys are focusing only on the money, and you're not focusing on your physical health, like going on runs, working out, eating properly, then your business will start depleting in value, and your work will also deplete in how efficient you are at working. So your health is a very important aspect, how hard you work. I remember one time I was talking to this guy. He's a multimillionaire. He does real estate. And I asked him, like, hey, can you give me some advice on like how I can start growing more? And he said, do you work out? And I was like, well, sometimes. He was like, focus on working out and focus on your physical like appearance and your physical body, because the more you physically feel attractive and the more you physically are healthy, the better you're going to be at working, because you're going to feel more confident on camera when you're talking to people, when you're selling. It's going to be much easier to make videos. Even if you're not showing your face, it doesn't matter. If you're not focusing on your physical health, it's kind of hard to have the confidence to actually talk to people and really be convincing, right? And that kind of moves to number 22 as well. When you're selling something, have conviction. Conviction sells more than any type of fact or logic or reason, because if you have conviction behind whatever you're selling, then it's going to be much easier to sell. If you believe in something and you would sell it to anyone, your grandma, your mom, your friends, your girlfriend, whatever it is, right? If you have conviction behind the product, it's going to be much easier to make money because you believe in it. And that kind of moves to 23 as well, which is don't sell something unless you would sell it to your mom. Now, this is a personal preference for me, right? But I use this as the mom rule or the mother rule, where if I have a product I'm selling, like a drop shipping product, for example, I sold this tiny truck. I was thinking, like, would I sell this to my mom? And if I was going to sell this to my mom, I gave it to her. I was like, hey, would you buy this? And she was like, yeah, how much? And I said, okay, I'm selling it for like 60. She was like, $60 is a little too much. And I was like, okay, how much would you buy it for? And she was like, I'd buy it for like 50. So I put it at $56. The reason I run this through my mom every time is because your mom wants you to win. Your mom believes in you, and your mom will not lie to you. She's not going to be like, oh yeah, I'll buy it, go for it. She wants you to win. So trust your mom. If you have a product that you're going to sell, ask your mom, hey, mom, would you buy this? If she says yes, then go for it. If she says no, then don't go for it. And also, this aligns with your ethics as well. If you have a product that you're trying to sell and you would like scam people because it's like a really crappy product, just don't sell it. You're going to get lots of refunds, returns, and chargebacks. So why? Why even go for it? It's not going to be a quick money grab because people are going to want refunds and they're going to want chargebacks. So sell a product that is actually valuable and has a good marketing angle behind it. And ask your mom for advice on this because she wants you to win. Andrew Tate, right? The multi-billionaire who has like a Bugatti or whatever, he runs his products through his mom every time. Like, I'm not even joking. He said this in one of his courses where he said like, I always run the product to my mom before I sell it. So I'm telling you, this is a good strategy to do. Run it through your mom. Number 24, always have a why behind why you are selling something. Are you trying to make money? Are you trying to help people? Are you trying to do it for charity? Are you trying to retire your parents? Whatever it is, right? You need to have a why behind it. And it needs to be a strong why because eventually you are going to fail in business and it's going to be really difficult and you're going to stop believing in yourself. So always have a why behind why you're doing this. If your why is not strong enough, when you start, going downhill and you start losing money or something bad happens, you're going to quit right here. But if you have a strong why, you'll be able to actually go back up and you'll start making more money as long as your why is strong enough. For example, my why is changing the world and I want to make the world a better place through money. I want to build hospitals in third world countries. I want to be able to, fund my home country of Trinidad and also help my girlfriend who's from Guatemala. All of these whys are the reason why I'm able to keep pushing even though, it's going to get tough. Because there was at one point where I had $9 in my bank account. I went from like $10,000 to $9. My supplier screwed up one of my last products. I lost a lot of money. I had to go to the hospital. I got pneumonia. I had to pay like a $2,000 like medical bill. I didn't have insurance. It was all screwed over. I got in a car accident. The back of my car got rear-ended. I had to pay for that. So you having a why behind this will, even though when things start getting bad, you'll be able to go back up and you'll be able to start making more money later. So have a strong why behind what you are doing. Number 25, invest into yourself. If you're going to spend any money, once you start making money, you're going to want to buy a nice watch and a nice car and whatever you're going to want, right? But instead of spending money on stupid things like that, invest into learning and invest into yourself more than anything else because you are the most powerful asset you have and your mind is capable of amazing things, but you can't expand your mind unless you're learning. What's awesome about money is you can buy almost anything other than love. True love you can't buy. I'm going to be honest with you. But anything else you can pretty much buy, right? For example, knowledge you can buy, cars you can buy, health you can buy back with money. So if you're going to spend money on anything, invest into yourself, invest in a barber, invest into getting a better gym, invest in eating better food, invest in knowledge, invest into yourself when you start making money. Because I remember when I started making money, right? I hit my first like $6,000 month and I bought a $1,000 watch. Right. And when I bought that $1,000 watch, I love it, but I was like, I should have probably bought a course or something, learned more, and I could use that information to make even more money. And what's awesome is you just keep stacking your skills. And after you keep stacking your skills over and over again, you start building this pyramid and then you just keep making more and more money at the top. And that's how I'm right here right now, able to make my 20K month right now. And I hope that I can keep building more and more skills and I'll be able to turn this 20K into like a 50K month and so on and so on and so on. Invest in yourself and build your skills up because I promise you'll be able to make more money that way. Number 26, take self accountability. Everything that has happened in your life right now is your fault. If you are poor, it's your fault. If you are rich, it's your fault. I'm telling you, there is no buff guy at the gym right now who is able to go up to him and say, hey, how did you get so buff? And he says, oh, I don't know. I don't know how I got buff. It kind of just happened. Like, that doesn't happen. People who work hard and are at a place where you want to be in life, they took self accountability. They reflected and said, hey, I'm small. Hey, I don't have a lot of money. And they put work in to actually make the money. So if you are making excuses saying, oh, I can't right now, my parents don't believe in me, I don't have the money to start, whatever it is, that's your fault. That's no one's fault. Go get a job, go work somewhere, go convince your parents, go ask someone else, hey, can I use your social security number and can I put this in here to start my business? Go ask someone and figure it out. Take a self accountability because a lot of you guys make excuses of, oh, am I in view jail? What's going on? Instagram, the algorithm is broken. No, it's you. Focus on you and remember it's your fault. If you're successful or you're a failure, whatever it is, failure is a little harsh, but if you're successful or not, it's your fault. So take self accountability for that. And number 27, attention is currency. So I'm sure everyone here has watched at least one YouTube video because you wouldn't be watching this one if you haven't watched something else, right? Attention is currency, and attention is how you make money, especially in the attention economy, which is the current gold rush we're in right now. We are in the best time for business because you can get 8 billion views in 1 month if you really put your effort into it. Almost everyone in the world has a phone or a laptop or some type of way to watch content online. And if you're able to attract those eyeballs, you can make billions of dollars, not M, B with billions. So remember that attention is currency, and this is how you make the most amount of money. This is why organic dropshipping is so great, because if you have the skill of making content creation, then guess what? You're gonna be able to make thousands and thousands of dollars every single day as long as you can get millions of views. So focus on the skill of content creation, focus on how to get attention, and I promise you, you'll be able to make more money. Wow, look at my handwriting as it just kind of deteriorated as I started writing more and more. But yo, if you guys want this entire notes, I'm gonna put this in the description as well if you guys want the notes for this. I'm also going to put a document in the description as well. It's going to be much more clean, so you can actually read it rather than my scribble chicken scratch handwriting. But I hope this was helpful. And if you guys have any questions, you could join my Discord, message me on Discord, message me on Instagram, or just at me in the questions channel on my Discord. But I hope this was helpful, guys. Remember, you can become rich. You can make money. This is so possible. We're in a gold rush right now, and I'm not selling you anything. There's nothing to buy. I'm just sharing this for free because, in all honesty, I guess I can put number 28 as the last one here. Make friends, because being in business is really lonely. So making friends makes things a lot easier. And I think the reason why it took me 6 years to get to my first 20K month was because I didn't have friends who were doing this with me. So if you guys are making friends and you have people who are around you who are focusing on, making money, kind of like in one of the business lessons earlier in lesson number 17, then it becomes easier to actually, progress. So number 28, here's a little bonus for you. Make friends. If you guys want to join the Discord, I would appreciate it. Message me on Instagram. Have a good rest of your day. I love you guys. All right, bye.